I'm not afraid.
Yeah,
Take a stand.
it's been a ride.
Everybody.
I guess I had to go to that place to get to this one. Now some of you might still be in that place. If you're trying to get out, just follow me. I'll get you there.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the fourth version of the Ironman Texas training video blog. Today is Monday, and we kicked off week 5 with a great, strong swim set, which I thought was going to be what last week was. I thought last week was going to be a ton of swimming, and that you'd see me here today in a swim cap and new goggles, black ones, not Jersey Shore white, so I'm happy to have found those after digging through the pile at my local running store. They had my favorite brand, and it's a world of difference. But no, last week was quite a bit of swimming, but not as much as I thought it was going to be. Ended up swimming actually more in week 3 than week 4. But this week I was able to do a 1,000-yard time trial, and I found my pace to be right where I thought it was, which would be 1:45 per 100 yards. And I think I still had a little left in the tank, so I think I could probably get that down to 142, 143. So I know my speed in the water is improving, but as my last post, or one of my last posts from last week discussed, it's all about sighting and learning to find the markers and moving along in a straight as line as possible instead of swimming like I did in Austin, which wound up being something like 1.4 miles for the half Ironman. So that was a little disturbing. So no, this week is going to be brought to you by the running beanie. I spent a lot of time this week running in this hat, and so this week will be a running focused week, which is good because I'm going to have to retire the Enfuegos, and I'm bringing you the Del Sols, brand new running shoes. Had to put away the Brooks flats for now to deal with the injury, and running in the Adidas Adizeros has been great for me previously, so I'm going back to them. This is the first time that I'm wearing a shoe that is not red in probably a year and a half, I guess. But it's pretty bright. Orange and yellow tells you, here I come, you can't miss it. So the Enfuegos are right now just a walk-around shoe. And also based on Jeff Irvin's recommendation, I'm waiting for the Brooks launch to come in so I can have a good circulation of shoes going. I still use the running flats, the Brooks T7s, to run anything from 4 miles or under. I'll rotate the launch in there along with the new Del Sols, and not allow too much wear and tear on the shoes so that I can avoid what happened on Thursday of last week, which was an ART session with Dr. St. Ange, where I nearly bit through my bottom lip and cried at the same time. It was so painful in my hip area, so going to the ART made it a lot better. I was able to get out and run on Saturday for nearly 7 miles with Greg Larson of The Life I Try. We did a 2-hour trainer session, and then we followed that up with a 1-hour run, and it was great to have company in the trainer session and suffer through it together. Definitely made the 2 hours go by faster, and then the 1-hour run was pretty neat too. And then the following day I went out and ran 8 easy miles, practicing my race plan, which I hope to execute far better than I executed the Bolton the Cold 15K. I've got a few tweaks to go through with it, but I think that it's getting there. And I know what my mindset is and what I want to do and how I want to finish the race in terms of time. So it's a matter of putting the pieces and parts together to make sure that goal is hit. This upcoming week, I'm going to call it a strength building week. It looks like, only for the sheer fact that what Coach put in the training plan is that for my weightlifting sessions, and don't tell anybody on the slow twitch forums that I'm actually doing strength training. I don't want to get yelled at. Anyway, my strength training is asking me to increase the weight that I used to do. I used to do anywhere between 50 and 55% of a 1 rep max, 12 to 15 times. She wants me to take that weight up and do it 8 to 12 until fatigue. And so I'm really excited about that, to do some additional strength training in there. So that really has got me smiling, to say the least. And then looking at the weather, and I'm sorry for all of you folks in the Northeast and the upper parts of the country where it is brutally cold and there's snow on the ground. But it's going to be in the mid-70s here this weekend. So I will be taking my bike out on the road for 3 hours and wearing shorts, probably no gloves, and maybe just a long sleeve shirt underneath the bike jersey, and get out there in the mid to end of January, and you can't go wrong with that. So I'm really excited about that. A couple of things I want you to look forward to in February. I am in the process of putting together the pieces and parts for a virtual triathlon 70.3 and 140.6. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff that I'm reaching out to sponsors for. I'm also going to start to do some book exchanges or book giveaways. Last year I passed out The Long Run from Matt Long, which is just a great book, and the 17 Hours of Glory. I want to share these books with you guys. I read them and I love them, and I digest them. But they're for me to send out to you guys, and then for you guys to send out to somebody else. I sent out Maka's book last year, and hopefully that gets circulated out there too. So look for that coming up. That'll be an easy one. Just put your name in the contest. Random.org will draw you, and we'll go from there. But anyway, thank you for watching. Next week, I've already got an idea of what I'm going to be wearing on my head, and should be pretty funny because just looking at the training and really studying it for this week, I kind of have a great idea. But thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Look forward to any suggestions you might have on future video blogs and what you would like to incorporate. Oh, and one last thing. Bob, 1 Hour Ironman, asked me what that over my right shoulder was. It is a picture of Karen and I that was taken about 1.5 years ago by a professional photographer, and he gave it to us as a gift because Karen helped him find his dog who had gotten out of his house. So he took some professional pictures of us, and this is one of them. And I actually look like I'm kind of serious in there, and that's kind of what he had asked us to do. And as always, Karen just looks beautiful. But anyway, Bob, that's what that is. That's a picture of my wife, Karen, and I, just so you know. And so anything else you guys have questions about me personally, feel free to ask. I will close with this. Go Giants, Sunday, January 22nd. 5:30 Central Standard Time. They will be playing the 49ers for the chance to go to the Super Bowl. Gotta love it. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.
And since I made it here, I can make it anywhere. Yeah, they love me everywhere. I used to cop in Harlem. All of my